Aloha, my kako. This is Oracle of the Golden Spiral. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Leo. What do we have for Leo, please? Leo energy. My readings have no dates, therefore when they find you, I trust that that's when the message is yours. Leo. You have the Four of Cups, the Three of Wands, the King of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, and Judgment. Okay, Leo. There has been something or someone that just chafes your anus. You're trying to approach this situation with some compassion. It feels very restrained and reserved. It feels a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit unnatural. But that's because you can only let it go to the degree that you feel it's authentic. You're not going to overdo it, because what you really want to do is smack this person on the head with a stick. And if they're not careful, you might just eat their face off. There is a level, I think the part that's difficult is that you see this clear as day. You know it is exactly, you know exactly what's happening. You can see through all the crazy. But what you're trying to do is apply that compassion to the situation versus to the person. Because if it was solely based on this person, like I said, you would just eat their face off. This is definitely a fuck around and find out reading. Universe is, and you've seen this already, given you, it's not like this is, I'm telling you anything new for the first time. You are looking at this situation and you're coming from a place of compassion, but for what is being, for the scenario, not for the person involved. My cat is like having the zoomies for no reason. What's the matter? Are we gonna do it again? We are. Hey! Please don't do that. She must have seen another cat out the window. Anyway, apologies. A little bit distracted. Whatever the situation is, it seems like it's in your, like, you can't just move out of it. This is not a, this either has to do with someone that you work with, someone that, it's not someone you can just walk away from. There has to be some level of interaction with this person, despite the fact that you don't want to interact with them at all. But it has something to do with the furtherance of what you've already put in. I think you've taken a little bit of time to be by yourself to determine, I mean, like I said, you can see it clear as day, but what you're also trying to do is look for that wisdom within yourself to figure out how to navigate in this situation. I will say, however, that I mean, what I was saying earlier about this is someone that is in your space no matter what. Um, this is not a friendship you can walk away from. Or if it is, they've been a friend for a very long time. This could be a family member, a coworker, I don't know, maybe you have a hobby and they're just part of the team. Whatever it is, it's something that you're unwilling to let this person ruin what you've put into it so far. You're unwilling. I mean, you may have thoughts of walking away. There is page energy here. Um, probably has been some investigation, maybe not real in depth, but some investigation on if you walked away from this and started something anew. What would you want to, what would you move towards? What would speak to you? And what would you be excited about? But at the same time, there is also this, there's this very detached energy where you are actually waiting, very dissatisfied as you're waiting for whatever's coming for them to come. We know that that's going to be the case. But we are also in this energy of providing a secondary, again, I spoke about this earlier, having compassion for the situation or trying to be compassionate to move something forward with or without this person. So that you know that you've done your best. So you know, but you, again, only addressing it from an authentic space. Let me give you an example of what I mean by that. You will not give in to them and tell them, oh, yes, you know, let me help you. But what you will say is, for example, the idea has merit. Let's have some people look into it, right? So it's not, you're not giving them, you're not extending the compassion to afford them anything that they're not affording you. But what you will do is look at this on the basis of whatever the scenario is. You're looking at it on the base of merit and assigning value to it with that, in that respect, with that regard. Let's take a look at why is the judgment the advice? It's like you already understand this. It's not like I have to explain to you, because it's very clear here that you're already in that energy. You know, this is where you're at. This is your focus energy, like your guiding star on this. So combined, we know exactly where you are at the moment. Clarify the judgment, please, for Leo. Yeah, again, this energy alludes to the fact that you've built something for yourself and that you're not just going to, even though you've entertained the idea of walking away from it, you're not just going to do that and let this bullshit remove that from you. You can see clear as day what that is. So instead, you may be removing yourself from it. Earlier I said that you said we'll have someone look into that, and because it does have merit. So it doesn't mean that you're going to actively engage. It means the judgment may be to remove yourself and to bring in others who can facilitate and invest with that. But I want to say that with this Nine of Cups now here, as well as the Nine of Pentacles, what's important is to make sure that you are concerned with your own rewards, your own satisfaction, your own, this is a wish come true, right? So to obtain that, we can't have, the advice is to obtain this, which would mean not to smack them on the head with the, smack them in the face with the wand, but to maybe perhaps redirect that energy. It's coming up, you can see it, but you can choose to utilize that energy, that excitement, that right, this is like, I always say that the Page of Wands is like a kid that's super excited for the zoo. Like, it's super excitable, and so that can turn into something amazing or volatile. Like, just, it's already a what is it called, a revved up energy. So let's see, one for the Page of Wands, please. One for the Page of Wands. Clarify for the Page of Wands for Leo, please. The Queen of Wands, yeah. Queen of Wands is protected. Just whatever, use that energy towards building, towards your glory, your satisfaction, your come up. And that is how you'll be able to overcome this energy. The funny thing is that generally when you're given this challenge, I know this sounds so trite, but when you take the lemons and you turn them into lemonade, the rewards for that, the rewards for not beating someone down, or the rewards for not beating someone down, the rewards for not meeting that energy with the same energy, usually result in pushing you far beyond, and you end up in a place that's so much better than if you had never had that challenge in the first place. Be discerning, be compassionate, and you will end up, if not exactly where you were going to anyway, but maybe perhaps even a little bit bolder, even a little bit more protected, and even a little bit shinier and more magical. Okay, Leo, that is what I have for you. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me. I am wishing you all the best. Please go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Mahalo.